So now the class has elected someone who does an excellent imitation of Graham Davis to be the class speaker, and this is something I'm looking forward to. Kelli McDowell.
Against seemingly insurmountable odds, we made it. Thank you to all of our families and friends who worked so hard to allow us to pursue this dream. We now have the opportunity to give life to the school's promise to develop extraordinary legal advocates. I gave a quick tour around our beautiful new school recently to a prospective 1L, and he asked me what the average CDTA student was like. I had to think for a minute, because there is nothing average about this class. Some students were the very first in their families to attend college. Many more, the first in their families, certainly to obtain a law degree. Others come from families where having multiple advanced degrees is more the norm. One of us is already an attorney in Mexico and began classes at CDTA while still honing her English language skills. Amazingly, she would translate a question from English to Spanish, form her reply in English, all under the intense heat of a Socratic grilling. One of us completed a summer law program at Harvard last year and surprised absolutely no one when she finished at the top of her class. Many of us are parents. We have 17 children amongst the class. Most of those kids, like my daughter Marnie, have become our greatest supporters. And we have taught them valuable lessons about tenacity and resilience. We worked in diverse fields, some of us in more than one job. We read and studied in the wee hours, and our coworkers learned that they had best leave us alone while we tried to learn the rule against perpetuities on a 30-minute lunch break. For many of us, the emergence of a local law school meant the opportunity to fulfill a dream that otherwise would have remained dormant. For others, an insatiable love of learning and desire for intellectual jousting propelled them to knock out a few hip replacements by day and still make it to torts class by 6. We became incredible advocates for each other. Each success was celebrated as if it were our own. If we faltered, we pulled each other up from the abyss. We shared our resources, our Starbucks cards, and our belief in each other. As some of us became certified law clerks, we often found ourselves facing a project we had never done before. I personally came up against a quick deadline to prepare documents for pretrial motions. Massive binders with umpteen exhibits had to be prepared on a Saturday. Seeing my task at hand, and without a word, Tanya and Veronica dropped everything, rolled up their sleeves, and worked with me until midnight to make sure that I had what was needed in court. In the midst of our crazy lives, we did our very best to be there for each other. As a class, we share a very special bond that will remain throughout our lifetimes as friends and colleagues. The dedication of John Patrick and Irene Dolan is tremendous. Most of you know them, but if you do not, the Dolans are a formidable force of nature. They're usually up by 4, and on an average day for our Dean Dolan may include a brisk walk, preparation for that day's trial and that evening's law school class, a 6 a.m. TV appearance as legal analyst, a Rotary breakfast, check-in calls to all family and staff members, an office interview for a new case, and a jail visit to see a client. And that is all before starting his workday in court at 8 a.m. However, Irene's schedule can make John look like a slacker. When I asked my classmates what the most important thing was that they wanted to make sure I shared with you today, it was to thank our dean and the Queen, Irene. At the core of our gratitude as a class is the knowledge that without their vision, hard work, and dedication to each one of us, we would not be here today. As 11 students, we have had 25 professors. Each of them became an advocate for us to succeed. We will never forget that as we neared the date of our baby bar exam, Judge Chapman would play the theme song from Rocky before each class, cheering us to victory. Dean Drucker made sure that we did indeed succeed. Our professors are highly respected attorneys and judges, and one special justice. They have shared their knowledge and experience applying our case studies to real-life situations. They taught us how to become critical thinkers and to always look at both sides of an issue. We are forever grateful. We have been warmly welcomed into this local legal community through the Inns of Court, the Desert Bar Association, internships, mentorships, and jobs. Some of us have had the opportunity to sit second chair with our mentors in trials. There is no greater gift for a law student than seeing firsthand how legal theory becomes legal practice that forever impacts real lives. We understand that an attorney's role is multifaceted, but that the most important role we will have is advocating for our clients and their families to the best of our ability, to ensure that their rights are upheld and that they are treated fairly is often an uphill battle in our current climate, and all the more reason that we are needed. I think we just might be on our way to becoming those extraordinary legal advocates.
Excellent, excellent work, very good. All right.